What's up, fishies? Welcome back. Now, what we're doing and where we're at, we are actually at the streets and location where Twister 2 did some filming here in Chickasha. And we're just going to take a walk, get a light on where we can see what we're doing. They recently wrapped up filming from sources connected to the film that have said that they've wrapped up filming, principal photography, all that, and they're done, which I don't know if you can really see it that well, but all this fencing's up to keep people, from getting hurt, being in the scene, disturbing anything. Houses that they built that were destroyed in the movie. Fake trees. This is, of course, my hometown. I actually grew up running around this particular area. We're coming up to the intersection of 17th and Minnesota. And of course, this way down Minnesota was my grandparents' house. Now, the film studio bought up this lot here, the Wandora. This lot over here, you can kind of see a little bit of that there. Definitely looks like tornado hit it. So keep your eyes peeled in the movie for that. They also bought this building here and the laundromat that is next to it. Which is pretty dark, so you can't really see the laundromat there, but the alleyway. But this house here on the southwest corner of 17th Minnesota was actually never here originally. There was a convenience store gas station here when I was growing up. Grandpa and I used to walk down here and get us some snacks and whatnot and walk home. But it's interesting to know that part of my childhood is in a movie. It's pretty neat. I would love to have gotten to be an extra in the movie. That would have been great. But unfortunately, I didn't have the connections to be able to make that happen. I mean, it is what it is, right? Now, an interesting fact that I've been given about the movie sets is the fact that the movie company purchased it so they could do whatever they wanted to the property, destroy it however they needed for the movie, build what they needed to build to be in the movie, and they're just going to leave it. That's what I'm being told. That's another reason why the black tarp fence is up, is they're not going to clean it up. Now, my personal opinion of what should be done with it is it needs to become a tourist attraction. I mean, Wakita has a ton of the original Twister movie attractions. So it would stand to reason that, it should have it here too. I mean, come on. Hopefully that's not a board in the tire. But it is what it is, right? I mean, you can't control things. And I mean, I would love to see if it would be possible to maybe do that. And of course, I may check into that. There's a lot of things that, we don't know yet, from the sources that I'm hearing from on it, which I will not name because I don't want to get them in trouble. The sources that I'm hearing from, they're saying that, principal production's done because currently we know Hollywood's on strike. Well, that caused them to have to cut a few scenes that I guess was originally supposed to be filmed here. But right now, the security tarps, and there's supposed to be security here. I haven't seen any in that little walk. I mean, I figured I would, and I haven't, but that doesn't mean they're not here watching. But they're only still here in the event that the strike ends before they finish wrapping everything up in editing and all that, and can come back and finish filming scenes that they had to cut due to the strike. Now, I've been told that there is a trailer online on TikTok or somewhere like that. I'm not sure exactly where, but that includes this area back behind us here, and downtown Chickasha, which is where we're heading next. So stay tuned. All right, we are downtown Chickasha now. We are at, I believe it's 6th and Chickasha. And of course, that right there used to be the police station. Now, there's been a lot of filming in Chickasha, and a lot of it's taken place right here on Chickasha Avenue or just off Chickasha Avenue. Now, to show you where we're at, give you a reference, maybe you'll see it in the movie. Because again, I am not 100% sure where all they filmed downtown. I know a few key spots that, have been available. And a lot of good things are happening here. In case you see any of it in a movie, you know where it's located, and you can come check it out yourself. Even dirty, Ruby looks fantastic in this lighting. And of course, you've probably seen quite a few shots down here from previous videos last season. And we have done a lot of filming downtown. Now, there is a building that I'm about to show you that was used in a horror movie. And I'm drawing a blank as to what the movie is, but I'm sure you can Google it. Handyman Home Outlet. Of course, it's closed now, but that was used in the filming a few scenes for a horror film that was filmed here, I believe, a couple years ago. The Washita Valley Theater. Everybody just calls it the Washita. This is where a lot of community theater happens. be sure and check that out. But we're headed east down Chickasha Avenue. Oh, I might want to lock the car. 1 second. Okay, now we're good. I'm not saying that I have to. I'm just saying for my own peace of mind. Latest production that's going to be coming. They're currently doing the Shawshank Redemption, I believe. Many businesses since I was little, and you got to remember, I was born in 1981, so I've been here all my whole life, and I've seen a lot of businesses come and go. This building here was once Radio Shack. And I think it was further down at the corner of 4th. There was originally a dance parlor in the upstairs of the building. And like I said, a lot of these have been various things over the years. It's such a nice night to go for a walk down here. It really is. You can tell it's peaceful, well lit. And a lot of these buildings, back in, I believe, the 20s, actually had apartments upstairs. You know, people that worked in the buildings below typically lived upstairs. And that's something I've heard before, which this is a really interesting thing. I actually have a mailbox similar to these. Well, actually, Mom has it, but this is the Grady County Historical Society's building, which gives you a lot of history about Grady County, Chickasha. My grandpa actually supplied quite a bit of things. And I have a barbed wire sample plate, not quite that big, but there's their info. You want to come and check them out. But there has been a lot of changes to downtown Chickasha over the years. A lot of things are no longer what they used to be. You know, of course, that's any town you go to. But, you know, we're just kind of doing a walk around downtown to give you a look-see at how nice our little town is, and so you can maybe catch a glimpse of it in an upcoming film or TV spot. Now, this building right here on the corner at one time was known as First Federal Bank. It was a bank. My mom worked there. I spent many a times as a kid, you know. And of course, lots of interesting things down here. That's actually a nice painting. But you never know what you're going to find downtown. There's always something going on, whether people realize it or not. But yeah, that used to be First Federal Bank, which is pretty interesting. It hasn't been that for a very long time. And of course, I'm sure you can see the leg lamp down at the end of Main Street here. Chickasha Mall. A lot of places have changed inside there. But upstairs there was once a theater. And downstairs when I was a kid was, I believe, the town's first Dollar General. But things change in towns, you know, all the time. Well, it's been a while since I've been down here. Had no idea that had moved down here. We've got a bicycle repair shop and bicycles for sale. Now, an interesting fact, this building here, the big new red brick one, used to not be that tall. That was where the local snooker parlor, or as we called it, the pool hall, was. And yes, I spent many hours in there playing pool. We got many, many things to see in Chickasha. Of course, we're getting up on the time of year that we will be having the Festival of Light again, which, if you want to know more about that, check out last season, because we did a Travel Thursday video on that. And yeah, this is kind of like a previous Travel Thursday, I guess you could say. Sometimes it's good to get back out there and do a little walking around. Axe throwing, if you're into that. Not gonna lie, I'd like to do that sometime. Get a group of friends together, go throw axes. But there's, like I've said, there's been plenty of filming in Chickasha. You know, we've had a cowgirl song film here, a couple horror movies, I believe, and I think there's been a few others. Oh yeah, 7 Cemeteries, a Danny Trejo movie. Gotta love Machete. You just gotta love him. He's such a nice guy. You know, I'd love to meet him someday. Oh, I didn't know they was going to be playing music. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted. That would be bad. But there's been a lot of filming down around the downtown area of Chickasha, throughout the county. I know just down the road from me at the cemetery was where Danny Trejo filmed a few scenes for his movie 7 Cemeteries, which haven't heard a release date on it, haven't seen a trailer yet. The synopsis on Google, you know, sounds like it's going to be a real interesting film. Can't wait to see it. And of course, this is the Chickasha Hotel. And it's been here a very long time. Don't get me lying trying to actually tell you the exact date that it was built. Of course, you can Google that. And I will say that yes, it is haunted. You know, you can believe that or not. When we have a few pubs downtown, we've got the Speak, Brandy's Bar and Grill, the brewery. I think we'll just walk out in the road to keep from disturbing folks. We're almost to the leg lamp here.
Be careful. We're in the back seat. Tell him, can I drive? What?
It's a little rowdy tonight downtown. We're almost to the leg lamp there, as you can see. You gotta love drunks to a degree. They've always got something to be mouthed about. But there we are, down at the leg lamp. And of course, we'll pan back. There's the Rock Island Depot. Now, you'll notice the entrance of that building looks interesting. The structure of it typically resembles a bank. Well, that's because at one point it was in fact a bank. That was one of the first banks in Chickasha, as a matter of fact. And of course, you remember from our leg lamp video, you can scan that and learn more info. It's a very large leg lamp. And of course, you can see the various lights that change color. I mean, a lot of people, give us flack about it, but, I mean, it's nice to have something that your town's known for. And of course, a lot of people don't realize, but this is essentially a replicant of the carpet that was in the living room of the house in A Christmas Story. Little fun fact for you. We're gonna step over this way so you can get a better view of the depot. Back when Chickasha first started, this was the first building that people saw when they got to Chickasha. They would get off the train and come through here. And this is one of the original Burlington Northern cabooses. And of course, a coming thing, you can see it, is Town's End Stillhouse and Grill. And from what I've read, that's what's going to be down here. I think right in here, as a matter of fact. Right where this building is. But there you have it, folks. Little on Chickasha, various places that are going to appear in movies, and keep your eyes peeled for them, because you never know. You might see it and then want to come see it in person, and gives you kind of an idea of where things are at around town. That way you can come see it for yourself, should you want to. We're gonna make our way back up to the car. We'll actually swing by another location to check it out, because I'm sure it's probably been in a movie or two. I'm not used to downtown being this loud, especially after midnight. It used to be real quiet down here, but with the addition of some new pubs, people like to come down, cut loose, and that's fine. I used to do that myself, and it got to be a problem. And of course, we've got various eateries around downtown that you probably won't find anywhere else. Ben and Jay's, for those that have been in Chickasha for a while was formerly known as BJ's Pizzeria. It's now Ben and Jerry's, or sorry, Ben and Jay's. So I'm tired. It's late. Like I said, it's after midnight, and ideas strike me. Strike while the iron's hot, right? But another place that I believe has been showed, I don't know if it was inside or not, in a few movies. Sorry. Is J&W Grill. Famous for the onion burgers. Now, there's a lot of places that try and holler they've got the best onion burger. Those of us in Chickasha, we know where the best onion burger is, and that's J&W Grill. I mean, come on. We know this. It's not a big secret. Everybody knows that the best onion burger in Oklahoma is definitely at J&W Grill. That's fact. You ask anybody around here, they're going to tell you the exact same thing. They'll be like, look, if you want a good burger, go to J&W Grill. Well, and I guess we could walk down this way, and because, again, another location that I know's been used in filming is the Grady County Courthouse. You can't have a movie in a town without using the courthouse at some point, right? Hopefully the wind's not interrupting the mic too much. And this way it'll get us over to the courthouse a little quicker, and we can even get down and get a shot of J&W Grill while we're down here. So just having to walk back over. We're cutting through the bank parking lot. And I mean, there's a lot. And I mean, we've got good walkways. So walking around town, it's pretty easy. It's pretty nice actually. Especially at night. Like right now, we've got a nice little northeasterly breeze coming. It's nice. Hasn't been this nice in a while. It's been pretty hot actually. There's the Grady County Courthouse and jail behind it there. And I'm pretty sure there's been a few movies that have filmed on those steps right there. I know there's been quite a few that's filmed down here, even before Cowgirl Song or the horror movie. And, of course, in some of these buildings here off of 4th Street, or US 81, as it's also known. To everybody around here, it's just 4th Street. And of course, this is City Hall. Back down that way, you see the First Federal Building there. And of course, over here we have Hicks, Western Wear, Ross Seed Company, and True Value Hardware Store. For those that aren't familiar with the area, since we really don't need the light on there because we've got plenty of light. When I worked for the city of Chickasha, I spent a lot of time in that building. We were constantly having to come down here and fill out forms and whatnot. And of course, all around Chickasha, you can find various murals. And we're actually going to show you one of my favorite murals in town. I really like this one. Of course, you know, I'm big on trains, so. And I think this was actually done off of a black and white photograph. Now, where its actual location originally was taken, don't know, but this is just behind the court, tongue tie, squirrel, behind City Hall. There we go. Get it right, Doc. Get it right. And ooh, we're actually going over our 30-minute time limit, but we're almost there. We're almost there, folks. Try and hurry a little quicker. And this is J&W Grill, Coney's and hamburgers. And I will tell you, they've got some of the best hamburgers in town. I'm not a big fan of the onions, per se. I've had the actual onion burger before. And of course, if you keep up with Mike Rowe on his journeys, he actually meets with the mayor and a few other people from the oil and gas industry here at J&W Grill having an onion burger. And this would be 5th and Choctaw. And of course, Transmission Exchange, which is where Lilith got her transmission rebuilt. Fantastic job, reasonably priced. Good service all around. If you need your transmission fixed and you're in the Chickasha area, that's who you need to give a call. And we're getting close to being back to where we started. Of course, during the day, this is a pretty busy place. Ooh, look, candy. I hear good things about them. Haven't sampled the merchandise yet. I guess I need to do that at some point. We'll come back up on Chickasha Avenue. Main Street. Get shots from the other side of the street here. Now, further down Chickasha Avenue, about, I believe it's between 9th and 11th, is where they shot a lot of a Cowgirl song. And, you know, they also shot at the courthouse. That's one place at the courthouse I can verify was used. And if you haven't watched that, you need to check it out. I've still got to try and find it on DVD. I've been kind of slow and busy doing other things. But I think places like this should be preserved to be used as tourist destinations. That's just my opinion on it. I mean, some people may agree, some people may not. I mean, I think it would be good business for the city. You know, get us more revenue coming in. Oh, wow. I did not realize how much that building, where you see the windows down at the bottom, that door there on the left went into the office of #1 fire station. And where the big windows are there to the right, that was the bay doors. And of course, upstairs was the living quarters for the firefighters. And I know this because my stepdad was a firefighter for Chickasha for 25 years. It's hard to believe that that has changed that much. The building definitely a lot of work. There's so many issues. But there you have it. You've been around a few movie locations. Sorry the lighting wasn't better for the Twister set. I mean, it's not hard to recognize the intersection. You know, there's a few things that you can see that, you know, you would obviously be able to take notice of in the movie. So we're going to wrap it up. As always, like, share, subscribe. It's absolutely free to do. Share the love. Much love. Rock on. Have a blessed day, everybody, and a great weekend. Peace out, y'all.